Welcome back to East Coast Blue Jays. Thank you all for coming in. It's been too long. It's been a whole 3 days, and I'm glad we are back on here Saturday night, February 11th, Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. How you doing tonight, Dad? Glad to see you back in.
I'm doing great, bud.
Yes, it's been too long, Dad.
I miss the fans.
You missed the fans. I missed the fans too.
I miss all the complaining.
You missed all the complaining, yeah.
Yeah.
Who's complaining?
Everybody.
Everybody's complaining. Why is Vladdy not signed? Why did Peter Alonso go?
Too long of a winter.
Why is Alex Bregman not signed?
That's right. Oh, they'll come around. They got a week to go.
But the good news is we got Kevin Kiermaier back, but not as a player, as assistant coach.
That's what we need.
Yeah, so he's going to do wonders. So, yeah, thank you all for coming in to East Coast Blue Jays. We are excited here. We haven't been on for a couple days or so. We're all right. We're fine. We're all fine and dandy here. We were going to come in on Sunday, but, I visited my beautiful daughter in Fredericton, so I had to spend the day with her. Hey, Grandpa.
Yeah, that's right. They're special.
Yes, and then I came home Monday, and I was going to go online last night. You know what happened, Dad?
Yeah.
I had to go back to Fredericton. And you know why?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, Alicia, my daughter, called me at 7 a.m. in the morning. I was like, oh, God, she should be on her way to school because she's a teacher. She's a science teacher. And I was like, I was still in bed getting ready to work. I was like, hi, here's my day off. I said, what's going on? She goes, hi, well, my car broke down. The thing's shaking and it won't start, and then it starts. And I was like, for God's sakes. What?
Yeah.
So then I had to drive all the way back to Fredericton again. So I was there Sunday, then I was there yesterday. Anyway, I brought Angie's father with me, David. He's a mechanic. He's retired now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he knows a lot about mechanics and cars. So him and I tackled the car. Come to find out, we changed the spark plugs on it. And what it was doing, the motor was running and then it was jerking. Running and then it was jerking. It's like, what the stink? So anyway, so we got the plugs in, still nothing. But they needed to be changed anyway. So we hooked up the meter, or we hooked up the code reader into the car. It came up as cylinder misfire number 4.
Okay.
Anyway, long story short, it was a spark plug coil that was wrong with the vehicle. So it was $95 plus tax for this friggin' coil that sits inside the plug that's connected to your fuel injectors. So we plugged that in, then it was golden.
Good.
So I'm glad I got it fixed for my daughter. And so anyway, we got that fixed and done and over with. So
that's great.
We're going to talk a little about the Blue Jays. So, Folko, welcome back in. After today, it will be 5 days left to get Vladdy extended. This might come down to the finish line. To be honest, I think it's 7 days. What I heard today on Blue Jays Today, if you guys watch that podcast, they were saying 7 days, but it could be 5. I could be wrong.
Could be.
Because it's 17. It's the 18th. 18th is the first day of spring training. 17th is the last finished day.
Last day.
That's it. So it's technically 7 days. But yeah, so we're going to talk a little bit of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. A little bit of good news. Good news, I guess, a good sign. Alex, we're going to talk a little bit of Alex Bregman. It's not so great news.
Well, news is news.
And we're going to talk about the one and only Kevin Kiermaier.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk a little bit about the Jays roster again.
Sounds good.
All right. So let's get things going here, Dad.
Yeah.
So we're going to start off with Mr. Guerrero Jr.
All right.
So should we sign him? Should we trade him? Should we wait until the off season or what?
I sooner have him signed before the start of the season,
You're
if possible.
Right. Friggin' right. Do we have enough players to make this happen?
Well, they got the money.
They got the money. Show me the money. So I'm just going to bring an article up, Dad.
Yeah.
It says, this is by Jeff Passan. This is what Jeff Passan wrote about Vladdy. This is the good news. Good. This is a good sign that he's not going to be traded. There's a lot of speculation that Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is going to be traded off, but I don't think he's going to be traded off. And this is what Jeff Passan wrote. He writes, for those who think perhaps Vladimir Guerrero Jr. would become available, he ain't. And if he can't come to terms on a contract extension before February 18th deadline, the Blue Jays continue to insist our executives that the slugger isn't going anywhere. So if they can't make a deal before the 18th or whatever, he's not going anywhere. Period.
That's a good sign.
It's a good sign. So Passion also wrote, there is a price for everyone. Yes, but Guerrero would be exceptionally high. Yeah, Guerrero Jr. is not going anywhere anytime soon, and Ross Atkins is to blame for that.
Yeah, well.
So that's the good news. Vladimir is not going anywhere. He's not getting traded. So I know there's Mets fans that are upset about it. I know there's Boston Red Sox fans that are upset about it. Even the Yankees, they probably want him too. But as far as what the sources are saying, Vladdy's not going anywhere.
Well, Gladys, he knows the player.
Attempting to reconnection successful. Okay. I don't know what happened there. Am I still alive?
Yep.
Okay. Something happened there. So I think we're back in business.
Yeah. Oh well.
Friggin' computers.
Maybe you need new cable wires or something.
I need a new something. Anyway. All right. So more or less, he's not going anywhere. But there's a risk of us losing him next year in the free agent. So I don't know how you feel about that, Dad. But how do you feel about it?
Well, I sooner wait until next year. Worry about it next year. We got to worry about it this year, what we can put out there.
Yeah. Well, you know what's going to happen next year. We're probably going to end up losing them next year, or maybe not. If we're going to,
no,
it's one of two ways: we're going to lose them, or we're going to pay a crazy amount of money for this guy.
Well, you got the face of the Blue Jays. You got the fans. I'll back them up.
Well, face or no face. I mean, if it's too much to sign, then whatever.
Well, they got the money. They'll sign them up.
Yes. So I'm just going to read another little article I found. The Blue Jays can afford this. So this is from Shai Davidi. He wrote an article on Sportsnet. So if you guys want to go to sportsnet.com, check out this article that was written today from Shai Davidi. You can read the whole article. But the article I found was this one right here. So the Blue Jays can't afford this. This is from before the $68 million 4-year extension. So I'm not going to talk about Delgado. They're talking about in the past. The Toronto Blue Jays were always known for not spending. Remember?
Yep.
They weren't spending. They weren't doing this. They're not going out and signing players because they just don't want to spend the money.
Well, they're building the money up to finish the stadium and then figure what they're going to do next. So
right now, they are spending. Their payroll, you know how much their payroll is right now? $273 million.
Wow.
So if they go out and spend, sign Vladdy, it's going to be an additional $40 million. So they're going to be quite a ways over the competitive balance tax. So
yeah.
So these Blue Jays face no such pressure with their 2025 payroll for their competitive balance tax purposes, projecting out to 200. So there's $273 million. That's what they have spent right now.
Right.
So beyond the second threshold is the 261 million, which we're over the 261. So we're pretty much into the third.
Yeah.
Yeah. So even if the payroll was 250 million, the 40 million average annual for Vladdy Guerrero would amount for only 16%. So the amount of money they're spending on players, Vladimir Guerrero is only 16% of that payroll. So everybody thinks that if you spend that kind of money on Vladdy, he's not worth that kind of money. Da 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 da. But you know what? It's only 16% of the whole payroll.
Yeah.
So if they get Guerrero, they can still build around these players, and it shows that the Blue Jays they're willing to spend money. How do you feel, Dad?
Yeah, I agree with you. You can bring the fans in; they'll pay for it.
Yeah.
And all the sponsors and everything else, they'll make it up.
Yeah. So, like Shai Davidi said, the Jays can't afford it, and if they do give them an annual salary of $40 million. Then it's only 16%. Well, I'm not saying it's only, but I'm just saying it's only 16% of the whole payroll. So they are spending, the Jays are spending. In the past, no, they didn't spend, but now they are. So kudos to them.
Yeah, they have the money if they're going to spend it.
Yeah. Hey, boys, how are you? Nice. How you doing, Johnny? Welcome back in, Johnny. CBR. Hey, CBR, 3 Point James. Go out and follow 3 Point James, guys. He's got a podcast out there. He talks a little bit about the Blue Jays and the Raptors and the Leafs and a little bit of everything. So keep up the good work, 3 Point James. You're the man. Thanks for coming in.
That's right.
Jonathan W. Sean Cole, the legend, Sean Cole from all the way from Camp Breton. Let's go.
The man.
Oh, man. And how you doing, Hyla? I hope I pronounced your name right. I hope they don't wait till the last day to sign Vladdy. Oh my God. Who friggin' knows what they're gonna do, but you know what I mean? It's something to talk about, eh, guys?
Yeah, something to keep you occupied.
If Vladdy was signed already, we would have nothing to talk about.
No, we have to dig up some dirt on somebody.
It's a friggin' old guess game. Hey, Marcus, nice for coming in, buddy. Marcus says, I want to be optimistic for you guys. The Jays were one of the final 4 teams in the running for Soto. If they can bid that high, they can find a way to sign Vlad. Bigger question might be whether. Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, they can afford to sign Vladdy. It's just, I don't know if they want to afford Vladdy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The value's there. Vladdy will bring people to the seats. Hey, Dad, what do you think?
Yeah. He'll bring lots of people to the seats.
That's what I feel.
Yeah.
Did you hear any news about basement from the Houston yet? I heard a little bit. I'm getting to that point.
I turn it down.
What's that, Mom? Or what's that? What's going on?
No, she just telling me to turn my mic down a little.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there, okay, anybody that's out there, how's our mic? Can you guys hear us pretty good before we carry on? Just give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear us all right. Give us a thumbs up.
No, she just said it was a little loud, but it's all right.
Well, tell her to turn her volume down.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know why she wants to hear me.
Well, yeah, turn you down if she doesn't want to hear you.
Exactly.
Holy shoot. All right.
Yeah.
So we're going to get on to Mr. Alex Bergman. See if I can.
Yeah.
I can hear you. All right. The boys can hear me. Let's go.
Let's go, Blue Jays.
Good. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
I can't hear you guys. What the stink?
Yeah. Just keep writing in.
Just keep writing in, boys. All right. So we're going to go just a little just a little. Okay, before we get going with Alex Bregman, don't keep your hopes up. I don't think it's happening. I think the Blue Jays have walked away. I don't think they want to pay what he wants. Especially if, like, right now our payroll's at 273 million. And if we sign Vladdy, it's an extra 40. That's going to bring it up to 13, Dad. And if we sign Bregman on top of that, he's going to want what, 20 or 25? So that's that's going to bring you up to 340, 350. So
that's a little high.
And I don't know if it's worth that much. I mean, Ernie Clement and Will Wagner can fill in that spot pretty good. So
I think so.
I think so too.
They're great players.
Yeah, so the MLB Insider thinks the Toronto Blue Jays are out of the Alex Bregman sweepstakes, while Robert Murray, a fan-sided, isn't sure who will land Bregman. He does think it won't be the Toronto Blue Jays. So Robert Murray, he's a reporter. Oh, he works for Fansided, so he's just assuming. So it's not really take it as a grain of salt, as they say. But he thinks that the Jays are not going to be one of the guys.
Well, he only got 1 week to decide where he wants to go.
This week.
Yeah.
It's this week.
Yeah. So he'll have to make up his mind quick.
Well, there are sources saying that he's going to sign within the next 24 to 48 hours. Reports are saying.
Yeah.
I mean, really? You got 24 to 48 hours within, you got 7 days. So,
yeah.
What a racket.
I wouldn't want to be in his position.
No. All right, So Robert Murray just said he's skeptical at this point that Alex Bregman ends up getting a long-term deal. He wouldn't declare a favorite, but he imagines it will come down to the Detroit Tigers, Chicago Cubs, and the Boston Red Sox. So Houston's out, Toronto's out. If I had a choice, I would pick the Chicago. I'm thinking between the Chicago Cubs and the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah, I lean more toward Detroit.
That's what I'm guessing anyway.
But he could come to us too.
What?
He could come to us too.
He can come to us too.
You never know.
Yeah. Okay. So on the MLB Network, which just a little while, today, 8 hours ago, Alex Bregman is reportedly likely to sign with the Chicago Cubs, Red Sox, Tigers. Which team needs him the most? Well, I think they all need him, to be honest.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, even the Toronto Blue Jays need him, you know?
Everybody needs him.
Everybody needs him. He's the top free agent right now. He's an all-star third baseman, so that's kind of a stupid question. Everybody needs him, but does everybody want to afford him? That's the biggest question. Who is going to want to afford him?
The salary's pretty well all built up now.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Every team, I mean, they can only spend so much money.
You can only spend so much money, exactly. So, what's this? Oh, the reason why I feel that he might be going to the Chicago Cubs. Do you know the name Ryan Presley?
I heard of him.
He pitched for the Houston Astros, and he just got signed by the Chicago Cubs. So my thinking, he's trying to recruit Alex Bregman. So that's what I assume he's going to the Chicago Cubs. And he was asked, I don't think it's recruiting. Cubs pitcher Bregman's former Houston Astros teammate Ryan Presley said Tuesday, that was today, from spring training. It's not, hey, come here. Would I like to play with him? 1,000%. I would love to play with him. So it sounds to me that Ryan Presley kind of might have called him, might have tweeted him, might have did something like, why don't you come play with us, you know?
Exactly.
You know, because but why wouldn't you want to play with a fellow teammate, right? That you're familiar with, and especially the team that you're with is going to make your team better as well. So, what do you feel about that little? It's just it's the same thing. What happened to happened to Chris Bassett and Max Scherzer. Chris Bassett called up Max Scherzer. You should come play for the Jays.
Yep, I agree with you.
That's
but it all depends on his family and the money he's getting too.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So, you know, that's the way I feel. I don't think he's going to the Red Sox. I don't think he's going to the Detroit Tigers. I think he's going to Chicago Cubs.
Yeah.
And as far as the Blue Jays, I think Ross Atkins kind of walked away myself.
Yeah, I agree with you because he can only spend so much money. He's getting at the end there.
Yeah, well, he was interviewed the other day by Shai Davidi on a Zoom call, and he was saying, Shai Davidi asked him, is there going to be any more trades or any more signings in the free agent markets at all? And Ross Atkins more or less said, well, if we're going to be adding depth to our team, it's going to be via trade. So it's going to be a trade. So So, you know.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for because the money's getting short and they want to save, and that's the best idea, I think, trade a few of your players.
Yeah.
You got lots up there.
Yeah, exactly. So Alex Bregman, I think he's going to the Cubs. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but what's this? White Sox need everything. Chicago White Sox needs everything. Yeah.
To remind me of the Blue Jays last year, we needed everything.
Oh my God, we were in bad shape last year. 74 wins we had last year.
Yeah, it was a rough going.
But I think we're definitely going to come around and turn things around next year.
Yeah, I'm quite excited about it.
Yeah. All right. What's that?
I still say we started during half the season. We turned the team right around and everything's starting to look up.
Yes, of course. Yes. All right, dads. Who's next? The one
well, let's
only,
talk.
KK. Kevin Kiermaier. How do you feel about Mr. Kevin Kiermaier?
I think he'll do great with all his experience. And who doesn't want to play for the Blue Jays? I hear every time I listen, nobody wants to come here. They're crying to come here.
Right. Exactly. Why wouldn't you want to come here and play for the Blue Jays?
I mean, you got an indoor stadium. It's all covered up. No matter what game you play, what kind of weather is, and you can open her up. I mean, who wouldn't want to play there? You never miss a game at the Blue Jays.
No.
Unless the power went out.
or the what do you call it? The roof gets jammed up somewhere.
Yeah, somebody put a Coke bottle there and they can't open it.
Somebody put a Diet Coke up in the gate and can't close the gate. Or can't close the roof.
No, it's a great stadium now. Now they rebuilt it.
Yes. All right, so Kevin Kiermaier is officially a Toronto Blue Jays again, but he's not as a player. He is a special assistant for the Toronto Blue Jays.
Yep.
So the 4-time Gold Glove winner Kevin Kiermaier returns to the MLB as a Blue Jays special assistant.
Yeah, I like that.
That's all. It's good. You know, he strived. He said he always strived to be the best outfielder, best player, and that there alone, his competitiveness is going to help the Blue Jays tremendously. So his first job is he's going into spring training to help out the outfielders in the outfield. Just the defensive side of things he's going to be working on.
No, they need help out there. You can't get enough experience out in the field. There's always different plays. maybe they won't be running into each other again for a while.
Yeah, I mean, he's been one of the best center fielders in the league for a decade now. And what he has learned over the years, he's going to definitely help out those young kids coming up from AAA.
Yeah,
and even the players that are there now, he's going to definitely help them out and give them some pointers.
Yeah,
I mean, he didn't win four Gold Gloves for nothing, right?
No, he's awesome out there. He played great last year. Yeah, he's quite a player.
Yeah. So he says, I love the people in this organization. There's too much potential and too much talent. There are too many great people to be able to be away from a full year.
Yeah.
So he didn't want to take a year off. He wanted to jump right back into it again. He was so excited, and he kept saying throughout like the last year, he kept saying to the organization, "This is my last year. You know, if there's anything that I can do to help out your team, I want to be there. I want to stay with the Toronto Blue Jays in any way whatsoever." So
yeah. No, that's a great sign, that is.
It just shows you right there what kind of an organization it is. I mean, people love to play for Toronto.
Yep, they do.
And the only people that are saying that they don't want to play for Toronto is the ones that they just want to play for their own team.
Yep.
You know, it's not so much of people not want to play for us. It's that player wants to play for somebody else. Just like Kiermaier. He didn't want to go back to Tampa Bay Rays. He didn't want to go be assistant coach there. Or special assistant there. He wanted to come to Toronto.
Exactly.
So everything is like under a microscope with the Toronto Blue Jays for some reason. I don't know, but anyway, it just looks better for the Toronto Blue Jays. Hey, Dad.
Yeah, it looks fantastic to them. Even the players that are coming here are quite excited.
They're excited. They're really excited. They're all now. We have a decent team this year. It's going to be tremendous.
Yeah, it's decent all over now.
Yeah.
We got pitchers and bullpen pitchers and
yes. CBR just wrote, very unrelated, but you guys thought about doing like podcasts and upload them to Spotify. Yes, actually, we were thinking about posting on Spotify. There's something else I have to learn to do.
Yeah, but we're just rookies here.
Yeah, we're just rookies here. We're just building a platform here. To be honest, CBR, we've only been doing this for 2 months.
Yeah.
But we've been discussing Blue Jays baseball for what, Dad?
Oh, many years. 30,
40 years? For a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 50. So
yeah,
Dad and I have been sitting watching Dad's a lot calmer down watching baseball than he used to be. He used to curse and swear. He used to throw things against the wall. You stupid!
Don't give him my good side now.
But no, that's a good idea, CBR. Something I'm going to look into. The podcast, just talking about it. But yeah, something. Thanks for that, though. By the way.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We do try our best, and we're just sitting here and have fun. All right. So, what do you want to talk about?
Let's go in the lineup if you want.
Lineup. Well, we talked about Guerrero Jr.
Yeah.
Good news is he's not for sale.
No.
He's staying in Blue Jay.
Yeah.
For at least a year, anyway.
Well, yeah.
But there's only 7 days left, so hopefully we can make a deal with him that he can agree with. If not, we got a whole year, and then you know what's going to happen after that.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
All right, and then we got Alex Bregman. You know the story about him, Dad. You want to explain?
Yeah, I like him. I really do like him.
No,
he's going to help the team.
I don't think Alex Bregman. I don't think he's going to be with us, though.
No, but he's going to help any team he goes with. I like the player. Wherever he goes, I'm happy for him.
Yeah, that's right.
If he can't make up his mind, well, That's his choice.
Mm-hmm.
We're happy for any players, no matter where they go. We support them.
Yeah, we support all ball players because one day one of those ball players might end up at Toronto Blue Jays, right?
Exactly. That's what I'm looking at.
Baseball is an amazing game. It's every game. You think every game's different.
Yeah.
Every frigging game is different. Every inning's different. Every pitch is different. Every header's different. I mean, that's why baseball is so exciting. That's why baseball's so loved through millions of people. It's a worldwide game, and it's so much fun to watch. It's so frustrating to watch.
Well, because we want to do better. No, I think, to me, baseball, it's almost like a gentleman league, except when pitcher hit the other ball players. But you got to expect that.
What do I mean?
Well, when somebody up there gets upset at some players telling them off, he'll usually throw the ball and hit them. Yeah. And they all crowd out in the field and do the dance.
And then they start going at her, and then you'll see the benches clear, and then you'll see the pitchers run in, and it's like just a big just like a big shit show out there. A bunch of grown men like.
Yeah, I remember one game they had a brawl, and one guy hurt his leg. The only reason he hurt his leg, he tripped over his own player. He was out for a month. That's the most injury you're going to get.
Oh yeah, that was Diaz.
Yeah,
I forgot who it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was a big boo boo.
That was a silliness, really.
Yeah,
but they get emotional like everybody else, but not like other sports. It's more calmer.
Yeah, I'm just getting back to the comments. Justin, the neck of time. Thanks for coming in, Justin. He said he believes that he will sign. Who are these? Oh, Vladdy. Must be thinking about Vladdy.
Yeah.
Marcus also comments, are you guys planning on bringing in any guests? Whoever wants to come on, we'll take them on.
Yep. Yeah. We can have a night of your own.
Yeah, we can have a night of your own. We can bring in a guest. If it's a viewer, if it's somebody from the league, definitely bring them in.
Yeah, I need a day off.
Yeah, I need a day off too, goddammit.
Yeah.
I'm working my buns off over here.
Well, you're the star of the show, so you should stay on.
Dad, you're the star of the show. You're my hero. You're the star. You're the superstar.
All the fans are the stars. They're the one that makes the show.
Yes, if it wasn't for the fans, if it wasn't for the viewers, if it wasn't for you guys, the viewers, we wouldn't be here.
That's right.
So thank you for coming in. And if you haven't done it alreght, give us a like, give us a subscribe. Let's go.
Yes, let's go.
But no, thank you guys. Appreciate you guys coming in and just chatting. It's awesome. But
it is.
If any guests would like to come on, if there's a ball player that's playing now, if there's a ball player that used to play in the majors, give us a shout out. We definitely would love to bring you in. Definitely would love to share our interview with you guys.
Yep. No, that'd be great.
Yes. Okay, another comment. Willard, welcome back in, Willard. Appreciate you coming in. I believe the Jays will be okay if they don't sign Bregman. It would be nice to trade for Robert Jr. Yes. Yeah. Robert Jr. He plays for the White Sox, so I don't know. We'll see what happens there. He missed a lot of time, as my records show. He missed a lot of. Do you know much about him, Dad? I'm going to bring him up.
No, I don't. I heard of him.
He is a Cuban home run hitter. He has done well. I'm just going to pull him up here, guys. Hey, KK. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited to have Kiermaier back to the organization. It's pretty exciting, and, it's going to be great. So, we're just going to look at Mr. Robert Jr.'s stats.
Okay.
So, he plays, his first year was in 2020 during COVID times.
Yeah, that was a short year.
Yeah, that was a very short year. There was only They only played like.
I like all the fans. They had the best fans that year.
Who?
When they had COVID, they had the best fans in the stadium.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They had all pictures of everybody in there.
Oh yes, yeah, that was.
Remember?
That was ridiculous.
That was comical.
Oh my god.
That was silly. I thought I seen silly things, but
yeah. So I'm looking at Robert Jr.'s stats here, Dad, and he has missed a lot of time. Coming back to 2021, he played 68 games. In 22, he played 98. In 23, he played 145, and last year, he played 100 games.
Okay.
So I don't know what's going on. I don't know. He's an accident prone. I don't know what his injuries are. But as far as the home run, like he can hit them as good as the rest of them. The 1 year that the 23, he had 38 home runs, and his average is pretty decent, 260. But last year he only hit 225.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I feel about him, Dad. So
he must be injured.
He's got to be like.
You got to have an injury there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if you can find anything on him, but he did win a Silver Slugger in 23. He won a Gold Glove in 2020. He is active, yeah.
But he's risky prone.
Yeah, so he's pretty risky. I don't know if I want to go after Robert, but I'm pretty comfortable with what we have now. Like,
yeah, I do too.
I mean, you look at Liperfido, you look at Davis Snyder. We might have two studs there that might break out.
I think Davis Snyder's going to do better this year.
Yeah, he started doing good
I really do.
last year.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah, he got his groove back.
Yeah.
Once they learn how to pitch them, once you up the second year, once you're up there pitching, they get to learn what you do.
Yeah, I just meant.
And you got to change. You got to change your style.
Okay, Marcus says I just meant someone you guys can either interview or allow to participate in the discussion. Most certainly. Would you like to come on, Marcus? We'd love to have you on. We'll get you set up next time. If you want to come in and have a discussion, more than likely to bring you in. Like I mentioned there before, if anybody wants to come in to our podcast and talk, let me know. I'll send you a link, and we'll get you on here.
Yep, that sounds great.
So go to my bio, and on YouTube. Click my link, my Facebook. I think it's the only way you can get a hold of me.
Yeah.
Unless there's a way through YouTube Messenger you can get a hold of somebody. But if anybody wants to join, have a discussion on about whatever you want to discuss, and we'll discuss the details then. Just send me a message. I love to have you guys on for sure.
No, that sounds great.
Yes. Last letter, Z702. Thank you for coming in. He writes, I remember back in 92, 93 when all the best players came to Toronto. It was the best destination throughout the MLB. Henderson, Molitor, Olimar, Carter, Winfield, Morris, Cone, Gosman, Dave Stewart. Oh, man. We had a great team. Didn't we, Dad?
Yeah, we had a fantastic team then.
Those were the days. I remember watching those games.
Yeah, the coach put everybody together where they were supposed to go, and they showed up.
I was 15 at the time. I graduated in 93, so I remember those years very well.
Yeah,
that
was your good years.
That was my good years. What do you mean? I'm good. I'm good all the time. We're not going there, Dad.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think they want to know those stories.
We'll keep her quiet for a while.
We'll keep her quiet. Yes. I wasn't a bad boy. I was a good boy. I listened to Mom and Dad all the time.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. Jonathan W., I think it's time to go after Tucker from the Astros. Try to get a contract check with the Blue Jays. Yeah. It would be real cool if you guys could make a call to Puerto Rico and have a chat with Carlos Delgado. Who who was one of my favorite Mets and Blue Jay. I know he was not known for his defense. Yeah. Oh man, Delgado. I think he had 4 home runs one game or 5.
Yeah, he had. I'll look it up here.
I think he had 4 home runs one game. Welcome in, Jay Galvin. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming in and joining on your conversation. Yeah, I could possibly try to reach out to Carlos Delgado. Imagine having him on, Dad.
Yeah, he was awesome.
I'd be like a little kid in the candy store talking to him. I think I'd choke up.
Delgado hit the most home runs for a Blue Jays. You know how many home runs he hit?
No, tell me. How many did he hit?
336 home runs.
Wow.
He hit the most home runs for the Blue Jays.
He's a stud for sure.
He was.
Yes. All right, Dad. We're going to get on to the Jays roster.
It sounds good.
We're going to talk about the Jays roster for your 2025 season roster potential.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only been 7 days. It's 7 days before the spring training starts, February 18th. Then it's going to be, a month or two? I think in March. When's the first game? March, January, March, April, May. April, May, I don't know.
I don't know
when.
when.
I think it's March 29th is the first game, or March 30th. I can't remember now.
Yeah. The fans will let us know.
Yeah. Marcus, I'm just a fan, not an ex-player or executive. See this, my suggestion above. One of my favorite. Yeah, I read that. I read that earlier, Marcus. He wants me to get a hold of Carlos Delgado from Puerto Rico. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to try.
He's probably listening now tonight.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I'm going to try to get a hold of him. I don't know how I'm going to get a hold of him. I don't have his cell phone number.
No.
But maybe I'll see if he wants. I'll see if I can get a hold of him. He's got to be out there somewhere, right? If he's on the X, he's probably on the X. So,
yeah.
He might be on Facebook, but anyway, we'll see if we can. Maybe Sean Cole. Sean Cole's still around. Maybe he can figure out how to get him in.
Yeah, Sean Cole's a smart person. He'd be able to do it.
Yes, exactly.
We'll put all the pressure on Sean.
Yes. Yeah, Sean's the man. You know,
he's the man. Yeah.
All right. So we're going to start off with the roster. We're going to start off with the catchers. So we have 2 catchers right now. We have Alejandro Kirk as your first, your Captain Kirk. He's the main guy. And then we have Tyler Henneman right now, Dad.
Yeah.
But the other notable catcher that we picked up through the offseason was Christian Bethancourt, I think you pronounce his name.
Okay.
So he's a veteran. He is an older fella. He's up in his 30s or almost pushing 40.
Yeah.
But he's going to be competing with Tyler Henneman. Captain Kirk, he pretty much has the
job now. No, he's supposed to be coming in good shape, I heard. Kirk.
What's that?
I hear Kirk's supposed to be coming in good shape.
Yes.
At the training camp.
Exactly. This is what this comment just says. He said this, Kirk, this is Kirk's show now. So Kirk is the main guy. He's our main guy. So he said he's already earning himself some good press early on with multiple people in the organization mentioning he's gotten into better shape. So it seems to me people are saying that Kirk's in good shape. Look for him to do very well this year.
Yeah.
The Blue Jays would love to see him play over 100 starts this season. That seems to be a lot to ask for.
Yeah, but he can do it.
He can do it, yeah. And so the other 62 games, it would have to be between Henneman and perhaps Bethancourt. I don't know. I don't think Henneman can cover that many games, but
well, we could let him try and see how he does. He might surprise everybody.
Yeah, I'm going to bring his Henneman stats up. Well, he's been with the Blue Jays multiple times, eh?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring him up here, guys. Okay. There he is. All right. So Tyler Henneman, number 55. He's 33, so he's still young.
Still young.
But he played with a lot of teams. He played with Miami, the Giants, Toronto in 22. Played for Pittsburgh for a couple of years. He had his best year playing for the Pittsburgh Pirates. But he played in 52 games. So he played 52 games. So he might absorb a lot of the gameplay this year. He's going to have to help Kirk out.
Yeah.
So he played 52 games that year. He had 30 hits, no home runs. His average was 211, but like I said, he did cover a lot of games. But if he can call a good game, that's the main thing. That's all we need him for.
Yeah, we need a good backup.
Who would you put him in the 8? I wouldn't put him in the 9 spot. I'd probably put him in the 8 spot, eh?
Yeah, I would too. I put him up there.
Because the 9 spot would be the position where you'd want a good leadoff guy to get into the top of the order again, right?
Exactly. You want the big hitters to come up behind him.
You want the big hitters, yeah. So I would probably put him in the 8 spot and go from there.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah, so that is our 2 catchers, Mr. Kirk and Henneman, and Christian Bethancourt. I think you pronounce that how. He's going to be competing for the 2nd spot for the catcher. So you never know. You might see him coming up. He's there in the back corner just in case somebody gets hurt, right?
Well, you need a third catcher there.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely need a 3rd catcher. And I heard Moncada, I think. He was a 3rd baseman too. Moncada, I think that's how I pronounce his name. Oh, Juan. Yeah. Jan, I think he pronounced it. He played for the Chicago. See if I can pop that up. He got picked up by a team. Who did he get picked up? Because he was on the list for the Toronto Blue Jays as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was a free agent this year. And I'm just going to pull up, who did he sign with? Oh, the Angels. So Moncada reached on a 1-year deal of $5 million. So he's off the list. Well, okay, he was a 3rd baseman. I'm sorry. He was a 3rd baseman. I got confused there for a sec. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, he was on the list too with the Blue Jays getting picked up.
$5 million. That's pretty good for him.
That's not bad. It's not bad at all.
I mean, for a player that don't play very much.
No, that's right. All right, so first baseman. Who plays first, Dad, for the Blue Jays?
I like Guerrero.
You think?
Yeah. You can't beat Guerrero out there. He does his thing out there. He stretches, and I would almost tear my legs apart if I done what he does.
Oh yeah, I mean he's in great shape right now. He's in the tip-top shape. He's in great shape. So you're going to see a lot of great things this year out of Vladdy. So kudos on Vladdy. It's going to be a great year.
And I hope he gets a new glove.
Well, yeah.
I hate to see.
He went through 2 of them last year, didn't he?
Yeah.
God.
One of them had a hole in it.
One had a hole in it. And I think one of them cost the Jays to lose the game.
Yeah, he did.
He made them lose the game because he couldn't find. You got it. Like you got to know these things. You know, you got to look after your stuff.
Yeah.
Like he should have known that is anyway. Whatever.
Well, even the trainers should be looking after the training equipment manager, whoever he is. He should be looking after everybody's equipment.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you one thing. They're definitely going to be looking after it from now on.
Yeah.
You know, because he's a first baseman, so he's going to need a lot of. He's going to need a good glove to catch. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, he'll do great.
So
he learned his lesson.
Oh yeah. So I'm not going to talk anymore about Guerrero because everybody knows Guerrero. Everybody knows what he does. Everybody knows his stats. So, but somebody just left me a comment here. Jonathan W. He writes, "Do you think the Blue Jays are going to have the best pitching staff this year?" No. But I think they'll have one of the best pitching staff this year. I do. They have a great pitching staff, but we're going to get to that later.
Yeah.
All right. Don't get too excited now. We're coming to the end there. We'll talk about the pitching staff of your Toronto Blue Jays. Let's go.
That's right.
I'm going to have a drink of water, Dad. Tell me a joke.
Oh, tell you a joke.
Tell me a joke.
Okay, I got a silly one. Why?
It's not another corny one, is it?
Well, that's all I got for now. Why did the skeleton didn't go to the dance? Why didn't the skeleton didn't go to the dance?
Because he was scared to death?
No, he didn't have a body.
Oh my gosh.
They're clean.
You gotta have that. I told you before. You're gonna have to get better than that. That's.
Well, maybe the fan has a good one out there.
Yeah, maybe so.
Just let him go.
All right, I'm gonna have to read Richard Levine. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you coming in. Oh yeah, okay. It's not 273 million market cap before Vladdy. That number has his 28 million already factored in. Oh yes. You're right. Yes, you are right. Yes, yeah. So if he gets a $40 million contract, it would add on 12 million onto that payroll. I would assume. So thank you for that, Richard. I appreciate that. Yeah, that makes more sense. I was thinking when I was saying it too, that doesn't make any sense. So yeah, that's what it is. Because Vladdy went through arbitration, right?
Yeah.
And he agreed to 28.5 million, I think it was.
Something like that,
And then brought his payroll to 273. So if he ends up signing right now for 40 million, that would probably go into next year, I would assume. Next year, because he already agreed the terms for this year. Yeah, so that 40 million will go to next year, I would think.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Am I right, Richard? That 40 million, if he agrees with it, it would be added for next year's payroll because he already agreed to this year's payroll. So yeah. So the only time the payroll will be added if we sign Alex Bregman for 20 or 25 million, that will be added onto the market cap this year. So it would say if it was 20 million, our market cap would go up to 293. So thanks for that, Richard. I appreciate that, buddy. Yeah. Sean Cole says Leo Jimenez will start in AAA. Yeah, I think Jimenez will definitely start in AAA. There's just no room for him right now. You know.
Oh, they're building it up.
Yes. So we're going to get into Mr. Andres Jimenez.
Yeah.
The second baseman. Say hello to infield Dalton Varsho. Jimenez is a defensive maestro. And even if you end up hoping for more at the plate, his defensive value alone should be significant. The Jimenez addition seems to add some clarity. So, yeah. I mean, he's a platinum glove. He's the best second baseman in the league right now. He's the best.
Yeah.
So
and that's what we need.
And it seems Will Wagner can play that position, and also Leo Jimenez. But like Sean Cole was mentioning, he'll probably be playing the AAA because it's just instead of him sitting on the bench, he might as well go down to AAA and get some
hitting. Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you feel about the new signing of Mr. Andres Jimenez? Dad?
I like him. The more experience we have, the better the team's going to look.
Yeah. You don't know. We probably don't know too much about him because we haven't really watched too much of
Watch him.
Well, we've watched
No,
him.
but he has a good record.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to bring his record up here too. So what do you want to know about him? Well, first, he has 5 years in the league. He started off in playing for the New York Mets. He's 26, same age as Vladdy. The last 4 years he played for Cleveland. This year he played for your Toronto Blue Jays. He's been pretty healthy. He played over 100, average around 150 games the last 3 seasons. He does have a little bit of pop. Last year he had 9, but the 2 previous years he had 15 and 17. He doesn't strike out a lot, but he does have stolen bases, Dad.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah, he had 30 last year, 30 the year before, and 20 and 22. So
that's the player I like to have up there.
yeah, in 22
you gotta have speed.
Yes, you gotta have speed to move things along. In 2022, his WAR was 7.2. Wow. That's crazy. Hopefully he can pull that off this year. And his average was 297. Last year his numbers were down. His average was down to 250. So yeah. So I'm pretty excited about watching him play this year. It's going to be a lot of fun watching those guys play.
Yeah.
And it's definitely going to help out Bo Bichette.
Oh yeah, he needs help there.
I remember when God, what's his name? Played for Semin.
Yeah.
Marcus Semin before he left to go play for the Texas Rangers. I wish we would have kept him.
Yeah, me too. He was a great player.
He was a great friggin' player, that guy. Yeah. Sean Cole says, apparently Jimenez had a much better batting average away from Cleveland. Did he? Okay. Wow. Let's check that out. Let's do a split. I'm going to see if I can find those stats like what you're talking about. From home. Let me see here. Yeah, you're right, Sean. Right here. This is his home. Well, away. Yeah, actually, his average away was 271. His home was 231. So that's kind of good news for the Toronto Blue Jays, Dad.
Yeah, it is.
So his average in Cleveland was only 231, but his batting average away from home was 271.
Oh,
wow! Thank you.
That sounds good.
Thank you for that stat, Sean. That looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like that.
No, that's improving the team right there.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can see it right there. Get the way. See if I can bring it right across. No, I can't. Yeah, there it is, right there. Even his OPS was better. His slugging was better. His OBP was better. Everything was better.
Yeah.
Everything was better. So right on. I like that stat for sure. His OPS was much better away. Yeah, exactly.
I think he had more home runs than the whole Blue Jay team had.
Yes. Richard Levine. I visited Miramichi Christmas in '93. Wow, that's a long time ago.
Yeah.
We were living here. Yeah, we were living here in Miramichi in '93.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you do a video, it would be good to point out to the Blue Jays fans. That's a good point. I think I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, I like the videos.
Okay. You like the videos? See if I can find a video of Mr. Anyway, you keep going there, Dad. What do you think of Will Wagner?
I like Will Wagner, and I know the coach likes him. He couldn't stop putting them in last year. He was doing great.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good little hitter, and he's got a good, strong arm there.
Yes. All right.
Is that who your extra player is?
Yeah. Will Wagner can play second base, and Leo Jimenez can also play as well.
Yeah, we need a couple of good second basemen there. One gets hurt, you put the other one in.
All right, so there's Jimenez. I think it's coming out. Anyway, it's not working out well. But anyway, next time I'll bring
next time set it up.
Next time,
yeah, get it ready next time.
We'll get it ready up. People like watching videos, right? They don't want to look at her ugly faces all the time, right?
No, we're
yeah. I got Wagner at leadoff. Yeah, I do too. I like Will Wagner. Okay. Who we got at third base at? Third base.
Third base. The only one I can think of is Ernest Clement.
We know we're not going to get Alex Bregman.
No.
You know that. That's a fact. He's not coming, boys. So if you think he's coming, it's wishful thinking. He's not coming. So get that out of your head. But wouldn't it be nice to have him?
Yeah.
For sure.
I like Wagner on third sometimes.
Yeah, me too. So third base, we have one third baseman. Well, Will Wagner did play a little bit. Davis Snyder did play a little bit. Addison Berger did play a little bit as well. So there are a few players that can play that position. But did you know that Clement was a Gold Glove finalist last year? I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he was quick back there.
He was. He's great defender. He's also good at the bat too.
Yeah.
He's also great at the bat too.
Yeah, he did some clutch hitting there.
Yeah. He's also a young kid. He's 28. Yeah. He also played with Andres Jimenez in Cleveland for a couple of years. Yeah, so he played with Andres Jimenez for a couple of years. So there's a little bit of familiarity there.
Yeah.
So it should definitely help Jimenez out coming into the Blue Jays.
Well, that's going to help Jimenez too.
Yeah, for sure.
To know how to play each other. You know how things go on a team.
Yeah.
You got to know what the other guy's doing.
Yeah, for sure. So Clement had a good season last year, fairly. He played 140 games. Average was 260. 12 stolen bases. You know, he can probably run the bases a little better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just a little more confidence. I think he's going to do well at third base. And I think his bat's going to be... He's got a lot of pop for a small guy.
Well, with the lineup we have, the base stealer can steal more base.
Yeah.
Because the pitcher will be concentrating on the hitter more. If you have weak hitters, they concentrate on the runner.
Yeah. Hey, Alan, how are you doing? Where Bregman signed? Well, we discussed about that earlier, but I can pop it up for you right here. Where is that? There it is right there. This is for you, Alan. As far as I know, I think the Toronto Blue Jays and the Houston Astros are out of the signing of this guy. I don't think they're going to get him. But there are three teams. There's the Detroit Tigers, Red Sox, and Chicago Cubs. I feel that the Chicago Cubs are going to sign him only because one of his fellow players that he used to play with in Houston is Ryan Presley, and he just signed with the Cubs, and he's trying to get a good word in to get him signed. Same as what Chris Bassett did to Max Scherzer. So yeah.
Yep.
So there you go. So I think he's going to the Chicago Cubs.
Yeah.
All right. So back to shortstop. Do you know who our shortstop position player is, Dad? You know him.
Yeah, I like Bouchette.
Yeah, that wasn't a hard one, was it?
No, that wasn't very hard. I think he's going to do better this year.
As I just said before, he's going to have a breakout season.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He looks behind him and see all these fantastic players he'll be pumped.
Oh, for sure. So there is 2 players that can play that position right now. One of them is Bo Bichette, and the other one is Leo Jimenez. So, but I don't think Bo Bichette is going to give up a lot of his playing time. As long as he's healthy, he should be playing there every day, right?
Pretty well. I would say.
If he's healthy, he can probably play 162 games.
Oh, easy.
So as far as Leo trying to get a start, I can't really see him. So, like Sean Cole mentioned earlier, you probably end up seeing him down in AAA to give him more experience because he's still a young kid, right?
Yep.
He's still a young kid, and
you build him up slowly.
Yeah. So Bo Bichette, he is also 26. We got a lot of young guys on our team.
We do.
Well, not so much young, but experienced. They're at a good age. They should be almost into their prime now.
They're mature right now, I would say.
Yes, they are mature, and hopefully
they know what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly. But he should definitely have a breakout. I think he's going to have a breakout year this year.
I do too.
Yeah.
I figure he'll probably hit 25, 27 home runs around there.
Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't have a broken finger again.
Yeah. Well, that was just a fluke, that was.
Yeah. I think he'll do really well this year.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. What's this? Jonathan W. Bo Bichette gonna re-sign with the Blue Jays next year? Oh, I hope so.
Yeah. If he does good, he'll resign.
Oh my God. Don't tell me that, Sean. Sean said, I read somewhere today that the Jays were talking with Justin Turner again.
Uh-oh. We had enough trouble with him. Leave him alone.
Do we want him?
No. We had enough of him.
Oh my God. He was a third baseman.
Yeah.
But I don't know, Dad. I can't see him joining the Blue Jays. I don't want nothing to do with him either.
No, he didn't. He didn't do very well.
No, we don't want Justin Turner. Justin Turner did all right last year. Thank you for your service, but we don't want.
Yeah.
We don't no more. We want some good players. Justin Turner is way past his prime.
Yeah.
So no.
That's what I said. No, he just couldn't handle it last year.
Yeah.
If you're going to pay somebody that'll do something out there.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So now we're into the right fielders. So there's 2 right fielders right now.
Yeah.
We have George Springer and Mr. Anthony Santander.
Yeah.
So as far as my understanding, George Springer is probably going to be playing the outfield most of the time as of the defensive side of things. Of course, Santander, he's probably going to be playing in once in a while. But
yeah.
Santander, he's probably going to be playing a lot of DHing.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, he's probably going to be playing a lot of DHing. But, George Springer, he's also up there in age too. So he's probably going to need a little bit of time as well.
Yeah, you can't play him too much.
No.
Put him in there once in a while. Give him a break.
Yeah, exactly.
Get his breath back.
Get his breath.
He's flying over he's doing all these big flying moves there. Think he's Superman or something.
It's true. There's only one guy that ever played for the Blue Jays that was called Superman. You know who that was?
Yeah, Pilar.
Yeah, Kevin Pilar. They called him Superman.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Yeah. He's also available in the market too, eh?
He must be up there.
He's also a free agent. Maybe the Blue Jays can pick him up. But he played for the Angels last year.
Yeah.
So I can't really see him.
I can't see. I can't see it either.
Yeah.
They got to go with young guns from now on.
Yeah. But Mr. Anthony Santander, I'm pretty excited to watch him play this year. Hopefully he can stay healthy. Hopefully he can hit 50 home runs, bringing over 100 RBIs.
Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't strike out a lot. That's his fault. He strikeouts a lot.
He's probably trying too hard.
But so did George Springer too. Springer swung at everything last year. He couldn't hit a beach ball last year.
No, he was swinging at flies and golf balls and everything.
Yes.
He'll do better.
Yeah.
Or else he'd be sitting on the bench.
Exactly. All right, so we got center fielder. Dalton Varsho, third center fielder. He just won himself a Gold Glove last year. He is hurt right now, but he's predicted to come back in. Not the beginning of the season, but he's probably going to come in the next 2-3 weeks after the season starts. So,
yeah, start him off slowly.
Hopefully, his surgery went well. I think it was his rotary cuff that they fixed or they did surgery on. So hopefully he comes back even stronger.
Yeah, he'll be in shape this year.
Maybe he can get his swing back.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah. So right now there is a few players that can play his position. Joey Leperfido, he can play center, and the other one is Miles Straw. Remember him?
Don't like that.
You know who he is?
Yes, I don't like that.
Yeah, he's the guy that we picked up from the Cleveland Indians.
Yeah.
And Cleveland Indians, so we can spare up some payroll, so we can sign Roki Sasaki.
What about Lucas?
Mr.
Lucas.
Yeah, Nathan Lucas. I'm pretty sure Nathan Lucas can play center field as well.
Yeah. As long as he keeps healthy.
As long as he keeps healthy.
He was accident prone there for a while.
Yes. I'm going to bring up Miles Straw's stats. Oh, boy. Well, you know what? He played 4 seasons for Houston. Then he played 4 seasons for Cleveland. What's with these Cleveland players? It's like that's the only ones that Mark Shapiro goes after. And Ross Atkins is Mark Shapiro. But like it doesn't seem to be. He is a Gold Glove winner too, Miles Straw.
Yeah,
he's good to bring in whenever you're stuck, I guess. You know.
Yeah.
But if Dalton Varsho is not playing, I would throw Leperfido in there. Give him a chance and see what he can do. Sean Cole, I'd say Alan Roden has a good shot at filling. Yeah, I like Alan Roden a lot. He's going to be. He got invited to the spring training tryouts, so.
We'll see how he does.
Yeah, we'll see how he does, and hopefully he does well. But he did win MVP last year for the Buffalo Bisons. He's looking really good. He's a big, strong, solid guy, and I'm excited to watch him. Hopefully, we get some spring training games in, eh?
I hope so.
Next
I'd like
week.
to see some.
Hopefully they air a few games so we can watch it. I have to find out where we can watch it. I don't know, Sportsnet.
I don't know.
Or somewhere. We'll find. I know the MLB. If you sign up for MLB, you got to pay so much a month, and you can probably watch the spring training games there. But
I think they had a couple last year they showed.
Couple, yeah. Yeah. All right, so that's center fielder for the Blue Jays. We have left field. So left field, we also have Joey Leperfido. And we also have Davis Snyder in the left field position. That's kind of a toss-up. So there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of people in play here.
Yeah, there is.
Like Sean brought up Alan Roden. Yeah, Alan Roden can take Dalton Varsho's spot until he comes back. And then you got Joey Leperfido. Then you got David Snyder to share the left field position. So
I think David Snyder's going to do better this year. I think he's changing his style of hitting.
yeah,
He'll improve it.
yes. All right, so we're going to jump on the starting pitchers for your Toronto Blue Jays. Are you excited? Are you excited?
I'm excited. I like the first guy up.
Who's that? Who do we got? Starting pitchers.
Kevin Guzman.
Kevin Guzman, Jose Barrios, Chris Bassett, Max Scherzer, and Bolden Francis.
Yes, I like that lineup.
Yeah, and the other notable one is Rodriguez. I guess they're gonna. I thought they were just gonna put him in the bullpen, but they're not, eh?
No.
They're gonna let him fight for starting pitcher's position. So
yeah,
Bolden's gonna really have to work his buns off, and so does Rodriguez. They're fighting for his spot in the starting pitching spot.
You need the best player up there.
Yes.
Who shows up?
What's this? Jonathan W. Did you hear about the Raptors made some trades? Yeah, I heard about that. I'm not much of a basketball fan, but I used to be. But I'm more of a Blue Jays fan.
Yeah,
I mostly just talk about baseball, but no, I don't watch much Raptors. Yeah, they did make a big trade there, big splash, but
yeah.
But yeah, so I like our starting pitching lineup right now. It looks great. I also like our bullpen as well. Starting off with Jeff Hoffman, Jamie Garcia, Chad Green, Eric Swanson, Brandon Little, Nick Sandlin, Ryan Bird, Rodriguez is thrown in there. And then you have other relief pitchers. Tommy Nance, he got picked up.
Yep.
Richard Lovelady, he's another new guy, so I haven't had a chance to watch him. But Zach Pop is back. Josh Walker, Nick Robertson, that's another new guy. There's a few new guys too.
Yeah.
That are coming in.
Yeah, the other one's gonna have to show up.
Yeah. The other guy's gonna have to show up. So how do you guys feel about the content today? Do you guys enjoy it? Do you like it? Anything else you guys want to talk about? Because we did talk about Vladimir Guerrero Jr. for a little bit. So before we go here, Dad, what's your last take on Vladimir Guerrero Jr.?
I think everybody's excited. It sounds like he's going to sign before the opening season.
There's only 7 days, Dad.
I know, but if he wants to be here, he'll probably sign up. I can't see him waiting any longer.
Well, it seems to me that it sounds like it's not up to him, but it is up to him. He's part of it too, right?
Yeah, he's the one that's making the decision.
Yeah, so as far as we know, Ross Atkins, he's not trading Vladdy. He is not for sale. He's not going anywhere. So that's a good sign. That's a good point that he's not going anywhere. But but don't wait too long. We need to sign this guy.
Yeah, he's the face of the Blue Jays.
He's the face. All right, and then we have Alex Bregman. There's 3 teams that could possibly sign this guy: the Cubs, the Tigers, and who was the other guy I mentioned? The Cubs. Oh, the
Cubs.
Cubs, Tigers, and Detroit.
Yeah.
As far as the Houston and the Blue Jays, I don't think we're in the running anymore. I'd be surprised if the Jays did sign him. I'd be ecstatic if the Blue Jays sign him, but
yeah,
I don't think he's coming here. I don't think he wants to come here, but whatever.
No, I don't think so either. He would have signed by now.
Yeah. What's this? How crazy is it seeing Scherzer on the Jays? Ooh. I never would have thought Max Scherzer was coming to the Blue Jays. Never would have thought.
Neither did I.
I mean, that's going to be a huge moral support. I think it's super crazy, pretty cool, honestly. Yeah, I think it's pretty crazy too to have Max Scherzer on our team.
Yeah, just to have him there on the bench alone.
That's a win-win.
That's a win-win.
he's strictly business. That guy.
Yeah.
They call him the Bulldog.
Yeah. He didn't win all those awards for nothing.
No, that's right. All right. So, yeah, as far as Alex Bregman, don't hold your breath because I don't think he's coming to the Jays. I'm sorry, but he's not coming. And
no.
Another one we've discussed tonight is about Kevin Kiermaier. That's another big win, Dad.
Yeah.
Freaking 4-time Gold Glover, and he's going to be a special assistant for the outfielders. He's going to teach all his skills. He's going to help in any way possible to make this team, outfield defensive team, better. And that's what Ross Atkins loves. He loves the defensive side of things, don't he, Dad?
Yeah, he does. Yeah. And who said anybody didn't want to come to the Blue Jays? That's rumors.
Exactly. You think there are going to be any more trades that pops up?
I don't know. I get a feeling if anything's going to happen, we're going to trade a couple players for somebody else.
You think so?
I think so. They're probably looking around and see who can we get and how much money can we save. Because they got a good lineup, the Blue Jays, right now.
Yeah. Yeah, they do. They definitely do. And, of course, we have the Jays roster that we all went through.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much it for tonight, Dad.
Yeah, it is. It was a good talk.
It was a great talk, great night. We've been on for an hour and 20 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, we got lots to talk about. Well, we haven't been on since Saturday, right? So
yeah, that's right.
We have lots to say, lots to talk about.
Oh, yeah, we got lots to talk about. Yes. Fans, too.
Yes, that's right. All right. Well, any last comments before we head out, Dad?
No, I just think the season's coming fast.
The season's coming real fast.
And everybody's excited about it.
Yes, we're all pretty excited about it.
And that's the whole secret. Mm-hmm. Keep everybody happy.
That's right. Well, from myself and my father, thank you guys very much for coming in.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys next time. And from my father, Dalbert McGraw, over here.
Yeah.
Pat McGraw, right here. Thank you all for coming in. And like we always say, Dad,
go Jays.
Let's go Jays. Good night, guys.